Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? It's your girl Jamila Nunez, and I'm your host for our special series called Being Black. In this podcast series, we are going over Black owners, Black businesses, Black artists, Black community members, anything Black, anyone Black, any being Black, all in San Diego, just to speak our truths, our experiences, our opinions, and our perspective in regards to the local San Diego community, but also in regards to today's society. So if you like what you hear, please share each episode, which one you like the most, whatever you'd like. And if you feel like you want to interview and get your voice out there, please reach out to us. All of our information will be in each episode detail. And yes, hope you enjoy. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. This is my
How's
first
the
time
day?
seeing this type of app. I'm like, oh, this is kind of fancy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, honestly, I stumbled across Anchor I want to say about a year ago when I originally started my own podcast, and it's been treating me well. So,
Yeah, that's nice.
thank you. So have you ever done like a podcast interview before, or?
No, this is my first time.
Yay, first time! What?
Yes.
Yeah, it's natural. You can be authentically who you are. You can talk how you are. You can respond and react. All the things. I want people to be very authentic to themselves and be very intentional with who they are. So don't feel like you have to, portray a certain image or nothing like that. Like
Hmm.
I am me wholeheartedly regardless. So you're more than welcome to speak on how you feel, on what you feel, and when you like. Okay.
Okay, period.
Yes, yes. So I guess just to start off, like tell us a little about yourself. Your name, where you're from, what do you do, how do you identify, all the basics.
Okay, yeah. So my name is Sidney. Last name Tookes. I love my last name. I'm from Chicago and I'm 23. My birthday was in May. I'm a Taurus.
Okay,
Um,
Taurus.
yes. And I identify myself as a Black woman.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
I feel like overall being a Black woman is a blessing, of course. I don't know how I would feel if I did not wake up as myself, how God created me.
Mhm.
So I think my Blackness is a huge part of me, but also that's not the only part of me. I
Right.
I am intersectional. Every human being
Mhm.
is, of course.
Right.
So um I think growing up, because I lived in Chicago and everybody
Mhm.
around me was Black, I didn't really necessarily have to focus on my Blackness, if that
Mhm.
makes sense.
That makes perfect
Um,
sense.
yeah, like I also was a cheerleader and I played soccer and I played the flute. Like I was all over the place as a kid growing up. And I think it was very helpful for me to dive
Mhm.
into each of those little aspects because I realized honestly I could do whatever I want to do as
Mhm.
long as I
Yes,
put my mind to
ma'am.
it. And once I figured that out as a child, oh, I was dangerous in high school. So I was. I'm not even gonna lie. I did a lot in high school. That's when I started modeling.
Mhm.
When I was 14, and my friend, she's decided to start like doing photography herself, and she was like, "Hey, I just need somebody to start taking pictures of." And I was like, "I'm down." And I
Mhm.
get my pictures back. I was like, "Oh, I'm cute." I was like, "Hold on."
Yes.
I was like, "Hold on, I think I could do this." And I told my mom, I was like, "I want to start modeling." And we will watch America's Next Top Model all the time,
Mhm.
every night together. And once I figured out this is also something that I can do, and I can do it very well,
Mhm. Yes,
I
ma'am. I see.
wanted
I see the pictures.
not to toot my own horn, but yeah.
Toot away, girl. Toot away. That's what I want to hear. I'm sorry. Black and unapologetic. That's what I want to hear. Yes.
You're right. You're
Toot your
right.
horn.
This is something that I'm currently learning, like to celebrate myself. I just
Mm-hmm.
graduated, by the way, from
I
USD.
saw that too. Congratulations. I was
Yes,
looking at your
thank
stuff. I was
you.
like, wait, what?
Yes, I
So
got
what
a
did you study?
biology.
Okay, wow.
Mm-hmm.
What made you get
Bio.
into biology?
Uh, Honestly, science has always been a huge part of my life. My mom is a nurse practitioner, so
Mm-hmm.
she's definitely had a heavy influence, I guess, in my perspective of science. And then I was already, I guess, pretty intrigued with it. Like I would do weird stuff. Like I don't think okay, it's not weird, but I would watch Animal Kingdom instead of watching Nickelodeon. Like I would do stuff like that as a kid.
Okay.
And it was the world around me is very interesting. So once I realized I could figure out ways to just mess with the world, I'm like, okay, this is cool. People started calling me Sid the Science Kid back in middle school, and I just took it and ran.
She said, "Yep,
I got
okay."
like every science award that I ever could get. I would snatch it just to make sure my name was still Sid the Science Kid.
Yes,
I
I
was
like
extra.
that.
Yeah. So yeah, I decided to go into biology, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm really interested in genetics. And
Mm-hmm.
I did research on a nematode called a C. elegans, and they
Mm-hmm.
share a gene that we have. It's called the UNC86 gene in their body, but for us, it's called the brain 3 gene. But they basically do the same thing. They help release serotonin, and so my whole 5 year journey in regards to research was just messing around with this gene.
Mm-hmm.
And as we mutated it, we basically found out like the worm gets super uncoordinated, but
Mm-hmm.
they are able to withstand extreme uh, environments like high temperatures or super cold temperatures. They're able
Mm-hmm.
to withstand starvation for like months on end. It's kind of crazy and it's kind of weird, but also it's cool to know that that gene is also similar to ours, and maybe we could do some cool stuff with it later on in life. So,
That's
um,
interesting.
yeah,
Wow. I'm
yeah,
like, wait, hold on. This turned to I like this. Hold on.
yeah. I'm all over the place, man. But
No, I love it. I love that you can throw anything at even just like a black woman and we will master it and we will go dive deep and dissect and all the way to its core,
precise,
So I really like that.
yes.
Okay,
Um,
well, yeah, thank you for that though. First of all, and again, congratulations. It's not
thank you,
easy.
thank you.
Especially
Yeah,
school and college is not easy, but then biology on top of that is not easy. So
yeah,
that's a big congratulations to you. What do you
thank
plan
you.
on doing next?
So I plan on moving to LA, and I want to pursue modeling and acting full time. I got a
Yeah.
showcase coming up in June. So hopefully out of all the little agencies that are there, somebody likes me. I'm
Hmm.
pretty sure they will. But
Yes.
also it's all in God's hands. This is one thing that I've realized in life. This life thing is not just me. It's
Yes.
never been just me. So as I'm growing, as I'm getting older, I realize even though I have a plan, it's gonna be God's plan regardless. So I'm also
Hmm.
just down for the ride. I'm just here for wherever He needs me to go. But
Hmm.
my idea is just moving to LA, working part time in a lab, in a clinical lab, possibly working with some DNA. But my main goal is acting and modeling for sure.
Okay, that's really nice. I really hope that this does work out for you,
Yeah,
That's definitely a dream, and
yeah,
I want you to follow that and live up to that. You already did the school thing, so now it's time to, step into your true power and what you want to do.
precisely. Yes.
Mhm.
Uh,
Nice. Well, um yeah, so let's get back. So you tell your story. You kind of dove into a lot of things growing up. Now let's talk about your childhood, your environment, and you said that you didn't really have to focus on being a black woman, because you grew up
yeah.
around black women. So with that being said, coming to San Diego, what are your thoughts about San Diego and like
Oof.
how is it being a black woman in San Diego?
San Diego, man. They be trying it. I
Hmm.
okay. I think the first thing that I realized, maybe I don't believe in being too much for people, but I realized I was a lot for people out here in San Diego. People thought I was
Mm-hmm.
aggressive. They thought I was real snappy or sassy. Like I really got they slapped that little angry bad black woman on me real quick when I got over here.
Mm.
I
Mm.
was like, hold on. I remember my freshman year, I got into it with one of, no, I didn't even get into it with her. Man, I literally asked the girl to clean up after herself, and she called it passive aggressiveness. And she called the RA on me, and she thought I was about to fight her and all this stuff. All because I asked her to clean up after herself. But all that to say, all that to say, dealing with I don't even want to say softness, just the lack of responsibility or the lack of consideration that a lot of people have out here is just baffling to me. And I get it, people
Mm-hmm.
are raised different, but it's like it was something new for me to
Mm-hmm.
I guess experience. And then on top of that, oh, if anyone see me, they see my afro, and of course that's
Mm-hmm.
the first thing you're gonna see. And I get all types of questions. Is it real? Can I touch it? Uh, people think it's fake because of how symmetrical it is. That don't make sense to me. But
It don't make sense because first of all, how I met you, you had came out on the dance floor in them heels, and I was like, wait, okay, Fro, what? Hold on. So I was like in awe, but I can understand why people are just like, is it real? Like y'all haven't
yeah,
seen beauty in the to the. Go ahead. Sorry, continue.
that's no truly, but that's what it is. They haven't seen beauty like that until they really do see it, and they don't know how to act when it's
Mm-hmm.
in front of them. And I've realized that getting upset every single time somebody asks me this is not going to help me, and it's not going to help them. um there was a point in time where I felt like anytime that I had that type of moment with somebody where they're questioning about like my looks, or like they would just say something ignorant like, oh, you're really pretty for a black girl, there was a point in time where I would check them for that. But
Mm-hmm.
also I've learned that most of that, or whatever that comes out of that, is due to ignorance. So more than
Mm-hmm.
likely they know what they're saying, but they also don't know what they're saying, because more than 9 times out of 10, they've never been around a black person before. Even
Mm-hmm.
though it's San Diego, and even though there's black people there, like 9 times out of 10, they never really interacted with a black person on a true
Right.
level. So it's like I have to understand that these people, these people are raised different, and I can't just automatically just get upset just because they don't know how to think before they speak. But I still
Right.
have the power over my tongue. And I think
Mm-hmm.
the power of the tongue is very important, because
Yeah.
it's people see you first, but once you start opening your mouth, that's a whole different story.
Right.
And uh I could see automatically I'm already that black woman. So the moment I open my mouth, I don't want to, I guess, chime in on that, or add to that. And so I
Right.
always,
Add to the
mm-hmm,
stereotype that they have
mm-hmm,
against us black women.
mm-hmm,
When we
yes,
decide to speak and stand up for ourselves, we are
yes,
automatically again the angry, the defensive.
mm-hmm,
So I respect
mm-hmm,
that. I really do respect that. Choosing your battles pretty much, and just
mm-hmm,
knowing when to just let it be, as opposed to
mm-hmm.
popping off when we don't,
Yeah. And it's so hard. Like it's so much easier said than done. Like sometimes I get the little quick responses, like when they ask me if my hair is real, I'm like, is yours real? Like I it's hard to not be quick with it, but
Mm-hmm.
also um it helps you grow. It helps you just like be more mindful of what you're thinking about and how you say things and how it comes off, because not everything that goes on your head is meant to be said. And some people realize that, some others don't. But
Mm-hmm.
the quicker you realize that, I think it will save you so much, just like unnecessary stress and just
Yeah.
unnecessary energy being spent on things that don't matter. Like it really should not matter if somebody asked me if my hair was real, and it shouldn't bother me for the rest of the day.
Right.
you
No,
know
right.
that I gotta go on
Said
Instagram.
so.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
telling
a
you,
10-minute
because someone's
process.
like, "Can I touch your hair? It's so curly." I'm like, "What?" I'm
No.
not a dog. Like,
No,
what? You can't pet
precisely.
me.
Precisely. And then, if you are ready and like and you got that energy, I say always make it clear to them so that like they not just saying like, oh, like you're attacking me. Like, no, I'm not attacking you, but I just want you to know like what you said don't make sense. And literally
Hmm.
repeat it to them. And more than likely they'll be like, oh yeah, that sound dumb.
Hmm.
And I feel like that's how you do it. Like, just I like to repeat things to people because sometimes they don't understand what's coming out their mouth until somebody else say it.
Right.
So I think dealing with people in San Diego, specifically non-black people in San Diego, has definitely taught me how to watch my mouth and just
Hmm.
watch how I should pick my battles, basically, because it
Yeah.
ain't it's really not worth it. And plus, people out here don't fight no more; they just sue. So it's like I don't have time for that. So
I
gonna
can't.
walk
Don't you
away.
get it?
Truly.
Man, that's so funny because like I was just talking the other day with someone where it's they people are so lucky that they caught me on my good side, my healing journey, like because
Mm-hmm.
back then I would have popped off.
Mm-hmm.
Like
No questions asked.
no questions asked. Like you said, what? Oh, bet, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Like I
Right.
don't have time to deal with this, but
And
we're
then
in
if
a
I
different
misheard
age.
you, that's my bad. It's my bad. I'm sorry.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
It's so refreshing to just talk to. Are you full black, by the way?
Yeah, I'm fully black.
Okay, so it's really refreshing to talk to a woman that I can actually resonate with. I've been talking to a couple of women that I've been like, okay, I'm not the only one because I'm from San Diego, born and raised. I moved away to the Bay Area. Obviously, I loved Oakland. I came back down, and I was like, whoa. So it
Mm-hmm.
is different here. There is this like shallowness and breathing when I get back here, and I'm like, what is it? And it's like I've noticed for myself that I have been putting myself in a box and just like trying to check check mark labels, and just like, okay, this is what I am, this is what I am. So being in San Diego and coming here, um, do you feel like there is a big community of black people, or do you feel like it's very hard to try and find those closeness with people? Like what is your experience so far with community wise?
I feel like there's a few people out there that get it. And what I mean by get it, they understand how much effort it really takes to like put a community together.
Mhm.
And I haven't necessarily I haven't necessarily found my, I guess, group. I got my handful of friends, but like an
Mhm.
overall community, I don't think I
Mhm.
found that here yet. And I feel like it's because there's too much. Unfortunately, in any black community, there's always drama,
Mhm.
and I feel like people don't know how to put that past in order for the greater good. So it's
Mhm.
like, unfortunately, I haven't found that. I feel like my freshman year when I first came out here, I was looking for like a dance community and
Mhm.
anything arts related. So I found Black Expressions,
Mhm.
and I used to go to them a lot. I still, I appreciate everybody there, especially Kobu. Shout out to him.
Okay.
But overall, I think there was an energy that you
Mhm.
could feel when something's off. And I
Mhm.
think once I realized, I guess the people that were there, I'm not sure if these people even attend that anymore, but the people that I had an issue with, or my friends also had an issue with, I feel like they were more supported than the people that were actually having the issue once we brought it up. So it's like,
Mhm.
I think there's a lack of a balance in regards to hearing everybody in the community and making sure everybody feels important, and that's a hard thing to do. Don't get me
Mhm.
wrong, it's a very hard thing to do because you can't please everybody,
Right.
but just making sure that the space that you have is actually a safe space. I think I still have not found that for myself. I
Mhm.
feel like there's only about a handful of people that I know that have true, genuine intentions that that better the community and not just themselves. And I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of people are out here trying to better themselves right now. And you know, it's not wrong to better yourself, but also don't make it seem like you out here for everybody when you're really not. So I think
Thank you.
I feel like I'm having a hard, not even a hard time deciphering, but I keep on coming into the same problems with some people in regards to community stuff. So it's like, um, yes, everybody needs to eat, and everybody needs to be valued for their work, but also people don't understand sacrifice. And I think there is a point in time where you're going to have to sacrifice yourself for the community, for the greater good. And
Mm-hmm.
that might mean putting in a couple more hours searching for, I don't know, an event space, or that might
Mm-hmm.
mean putting down a couple of racks for your event that you might
Mm-hmm.
not see.
Right.
You know, and I think a lot of times people are afraid to risk themselves for the community, because also you don't know if the community got your back either. That's another thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's it's hard, but because it's hard, I feel like no, I haven't seen anybody that has truly like got it. I haven't even got the hang of it. I'm a part of that
Mm-hmm.
group. Like I truly don't even know how to do it correctly. And I feel like in Chicago, they somehow, some way, they had it down packed. But I also believe it's because they started when we were young. We had a whole
Mm-hmm.
lot of things going on for kids, so that when we did grow up, when we were in high school, we were able to throw. I threw my first fashion show when I was 16 years old in Chicago, and it's like
Wow.
I don't even know how I was able to do that. I did the funding, I got the event space together, I got the models, I got the designers, the performers, I got all of them. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have been able to do that if no one else taught me. So I don't know if it's like a whole like passing down information type of thing, which I think we need to do better on as a community too. Like I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why like we got parents that be like, oh, I had to get out the mud, so they got to get out the mud too. That's so bogus to me. So it's like, why would you take
Right.
that away from me? But I think that might be like the mentality that some people might have, which makes it harder for us to like actually grip down as a community. And I see like we're trying. Like I saw the whole Juneteenth thing event going on, and you got, you know, the ops. You got the
Mm,
city trying to
yep.
push back too. So it's really hard to be a community when you got so many outside things just like count on your downfall. But
Exactly.
unfortunately for me, I haven't seen a place or a home where I'm like, you know, like that's my spot. Like this is where I know I could go regardless. I haven't found that yet. So
Girl,
yeah.
I haven't found that yet, and I'm from here, so that's why that's why I'm doing this, because I've had enough of it. Where I'm mixed, so I didn't fit in the black community, I didn't fit in the brown
Mm-hmm.
community. So I'm like, okay, where the hell? If I'm having trouble with this, I know
Mm-hmm.
other people are having trouble with this. So it's like, how can we build together? How can I do this? How can I bring us, to be one? At least get these resources out there, because
Mm-hmm.
again, it's really hard to find it. When you find it, there's that trust issue. There's that, like, are you out to get me? Are
Mm-hmm.
you using me? Do you really actually believe and support me?
Yeah.
So then the pandemic didn't help. So
Yeah.
it's like, so we're all trying to get out of that survival mode. But
Mm-hmm.
even at the end of the day, this happened a long time ago. So it's just,
Especially.
how do we get people to understand that, support is mutual, support is there, your community needs to be there too. And also, like, it's all love, and we're getting pushed out. Like, San
Mm-hmm.
Diego didn't used to be like this. I mean, it was a lot more black and brown and Asian.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's a lot more gentrified. And I can
Mm-hmm.
truthfully say that, me moving away and coming back here and there. And so I'm glad that you touched base on that, where you're saying that you can't find, that place that you're like, oh, this is my spot,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
because there's a big elephant in the room. Nobody's saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for at least pointing that out and being honest. That's what
Yeah.
I want to hear. Whew, girl.
Yeah, man.
Man. Okay, so in regards to mental health as a Black woman, as a Black person in today's society, do you feel like we have proper access to those resources?
No. And I
Mm,
say this because I myself was struggling for like probably like 6 months to find a therapist that was affordable.
mm-hmm,
The only reason why I'm able to get therapy right now is because the school, but that's surely going to go soon. So I'm
mm-hmm,
going to be back at square one of trying to find another therapist. And I think the things that they offer, they're bare minimum in regards to like the services.
mm-hmm.
And once the true services, like once you get more in depth of what you truly need, that's where the money come in. And then it's cool if you got it, but if you don't, that's where it stops. And it's like, it's, I don't know how to explain it other than it not being fair. Like, it's,
It's not fair.
it's annoying to constantly, I guess, go down the rabbit hole of like trying to pick between your mental health or just pick between your pockets, you know? Because like if I
Mm-hmm.
can't afford to go to a therapist, then I'm gonna only do so much. And then I'm gonna
Right.
probably hit a hard place or get stuck again. And then now I have to choose between, once again, my money and then my mental. And we all know that as a Black woman, you're supposed to be strong and persevere.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not supposed to feel that. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Help. So it's like, I guess, understanding that because I'm Black, because I'm also in America, um, and because I know what society wants me to be already, I know that what my choices are not going to be as obvious as it is
Mm-hmm.
to a my white counterpart. You
Mm-hmm.
really got to search. You really got to talk to people to figure out who's going to really help you, and or either who's going to really help you or just, get the bare minimum and try to figure it out.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it was the reason why it was really hard for me is because I also wanted a Black woman as a therapist.
Oh, yep.
And that just makes everything even more harder,
10 times harder.
it's the lack of representation and then the lack of funding for healthcare. uh, it's frustrating. It just makes me not even want to deal with it sometimes, but that's not okay, because obviously the reason why you're dealing with it is because your mama's mama and your mama's mama's mama couldn't deal with it, so it's
Mm-hmm.
your turn.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So,
That ancestral karma right there, that
yeah,
trauma that
man.
it just gets passed down.
Hmm.
So with that, with what you just said,
Hmm.
would you say that like your mental health has been jeopardized because of not having the resources, not being able to get a Black woman so that you can confidently speak on your issues without judgment and with understanding? Like, do you feel like your mental health has been jeopardized?
I feel like when I was going to a non-Black therapist, I did not feel 100% comfortable. And I knew
Mm,
I did. Like, it was almost like, why are you forcing yourself to do this when you know it's like you're not even feeling it for real? And it's not to
mm-hmm.
say that just because that person is white does not mean that they can help me, but I know for a fact this Black woman is going to understand, and I need somebody that's going to understand me, not just help me. Because like you could prescribe however many ways to help me, but like
Mm-hmm.
if you truly don't understand, I almost might feel like just a case to you and not just a person.
Right.
And I don't want to feel that. And also, that might just be me projecting. But the fact that I feel that way in the first place is not okay. Like, I shouldn't
Mm-hmm.
even be projecting at
Exactly.
that point. Like, so I feel like uh overall it's kind of weird
Mm-hmm.
to be, I don't want to overall, just understanding that the society that you're in and understanding where you are, quote unquote, on this totem pole,
Mm-hmm.
um is not cool to talk to the oppressor about your issues sometimes, especially when they're part of the problem,
Yeah.
you know? And it's like, yeah, I could tell you about like how you are part of the problem. And I am so appreciative once you figure out your issue, or like once you figure out how you play a part in that. But like,
Hmm.
I shouldn't have to explain to you how you're a part of the problem for you to understand that you're a part of the problem. And then you can help me because now you understand.
Right.
That's it's too much.
That's way too much. Like, I shouldn't be doing your job for you.
Precisely. Precisely. And I feel like sometimes because these non-black counterparts want to understand us so badly that we have to overdo our part, and it's like, dang, like I don't even know myself and you want me to explain myself to you so you could better understand what I'm going through.
Hmm.
And it's just like, I don't know, it, yes, to long story short, it did jeopardize my mental health because it felt like I didn't even want to deal with it because of how much it seemed like it just seemed like a toll, like it was homework, like I had to do it, like not something that I was looking forward to. And of course healing is not fun all the time, but also is, I want to be at least comfortable in my healing process, and if I can't
Yeah.
even be comfortable, then I don't even want to start it. Like I'll just be toxic. Never mind.
That right.
It's fine.
Oh my goodness. That's how we
Yeah.
end up that way though. Like that's how we end up being
Mhm.
the mad black woman, the angry black woman, toxic,
Mhm.
because of these exact reasons,
Yeah.
And then I want to go back to where you said having to explain to them how like they are part of the problem. So when
Mhm.
it comes to like, obviously non-black people and dating, what do you think about that?
I feel like you could love whoever you want to love. I don't.
Mhm.
I feel like race ain't everything. Like, yes, it's a,
Mhm.
unfortunately it's a major part of our upbringing because of America and like blackness in general, and stuff. But
Mhm.
overall, at the end of the day, it's not. That's all to us. Like
Mhm.
I personally think every race is beautiful. So if you want to mix it up, boo. Just make sure that you also understand my struggles, and I also have to understand yours, because this is
Mhm.
also a partnership. You gotta support me.
Mhm.
I gotta support you. And so it's
Yeah.
like, if you could find somebody that could support you, beautiful. But also remember that just because they like you and just because they want to be with you does not mean that they understand you. And
Mm.
so it's
Thank-
like, once you in that relationship and once you ready to stick with them, y'all gonna have them difficult conversations about race, because this is
Mhm.
something that is prevalent in our lives in this society in America. But that's not
Mhm.
the end all be all. We were created different for a reason, but we, at the end of the day, we're all the same.
Yeah.
So we all make humans. We're all of the same human race.
Yeah. I
So
am.
um I feel like I feel like this is, as long, love is love. As
Mhm.
long as you love them, as long as they treat you right, and as long as you're treating them right, go on right ahead.
Yes. So let
Yes.
me ask you, do you date only black men or do you date
Oh no, I've dated
outside of
everything.
your race? Okay.
Yeah, I've dated. I haven't dated a white man, but like I've entertained them. Um, um, I've dated Puerto Rican, Asian, Middle Eastern, all of them. Uh, they're
You said
cool.
all of them.
Yeah,
But not a white man. Why not?
not a white man, because I don't know. There's just something holding me back. It's something not right in my soul, and
I already know your answer because I feel it.
it's just not right in my soul. And this, the only reason why is because I feel like there's been too many times I've been fetishized by like white men. I used to work
Mhm.
at the club too, so it's like, as a server, so it's like, I already knew
Mm.
what type of time they was on, and it's like, I could I could be your Nubian queen, but like, that's all you gotta say, bro. Like, that's it. And it's like,
Oh
the only thing it can
no.
do is like just compliment you on how you look, and that's great. I know I look good, but like nothing else. Or like, it's the way that I talk, and it's just, they love my blackness, but it's like, and it's in a weird way. where
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like I'm there for them, but I feel like I'm entertaining them. And I don't know if
Mm.
it's because I was in the club, and of course, yeah, we supposed to be entertaining them, but like also I'm just supposed to be giving you your drink, sir. Like I'm not the main meal. So I'm not sure what you're looking for out of me, but I don't have it.
Like, you
So
want that check? Like,
like that's all I got for you. But I feel like okay, here's an example. I remember I was talking to this guy. This guy sent me $250 because he thought I was cool. I'm like, yeah, sure, that's cool. And then he sends me a whole paragraph about how he thinks um he's so interconnected with the Black community because he has lived in the neighborhood for so many years, and he showed me his picture of his cornrows, and I was like, you're weird, because I didn't ask you how you felt about how your connectedness with the Black community. You just sent me
what?
money. Like, why are you telling me your life story about how you feel you're so connected to the Black community right now? I didn't ask you for that. And it's just like
Yeah.
the fact, I don't know. It's just the fact that the fact that you feel like you have to explain your relationship with the rest of my ethnicity. I thought you was talking about me. I thought you was into me. Like,
Yeah,
not my
no,
whole
that's
community,
very fetish. That's weird. That's
you
so
know?
weird.
And between like things like that, or like between things of just like the comments, it's always the looks. That's what it is for me, because that's the easiest thing that you could say to me. Um
Yeah.
and then once it's nothing else, nothing about my soul, nothing about the way that I think, nothing about that anybody else could have. That's when I know, like, you not really for me. You just like the way that I look, and you just want to be around it.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I feel like being with other men of color, they kind of get it, like unfortunately, like some of them kind of get it. Now, not to say that all men of color are pro-Black, because that's a whole nother
Mm-hmm.
situation.
Yeah.
But overall, I feel like the only issue I've had with a colored man was a Puerto Rican, and that's because he was also a Trump supporter. So that's when you get into
Oh,
politics and how they
yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, and the reason why I say that is because I try so hard not to judge you until I know who you are. Cause like
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you're a Trump supporter. Like some people like, oh no, you a Trump supporter, I can't be around you. I don't care who you voted
Mm-hmm.
for. Like, who are you as a person? You
Right.
know? So I feel like overall, if I've ever met, now there's one white man that will always have my heart because of how real he was. So not to
Mm-hmm.
say that all white men are like that, because that's not true. Um, but most of them, my
Right.
experience has been just that. So I don't know. I don't know. And it's crazy because like as a kid, I was really into white guys. Um, and I think it was
Really?
because, yeah, but I also think it was a self-hate thing. Like, to be
Mm.
quite frank with you,
Hey,
I didn't
you're
want to be
authentic
dark
and you're
skinned.
honest.
Yeah, I didn't want to be dark skinned. I wanted to have light skinned babies. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to have mixed babies. It was a time. And
Mm-hmm.
somehow, somewhere down the way, it just switched in my mind, and I no longer found them as attractive as I used to. And I was like, okay, cool. Like,
That's
where my
self-love,
African
baby. That's
at?
self-love.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that.
Okay.
Currently, I'm with a Nigerian man, so I'm having the best time of my life.
Oh, yes. Live it up, queen. Yes, live it up.
Yes.
Love to hear it. Thank goodness. Not to
Mhm.
say that, but I just want you to be treated as the goddess that you are, and
Facts, man.
I feel like you might not sometimes our kings don't treat us that way. So that's why I ask,
Mhm.
like, how do
Mhm.
you feel about it in this world? Because society has been stripping away our power as Black women and
Mhm.
giving it to others. So
Mhm.
it's like that's why I always want to see where people are with that, and if they see that same thing, do they still feel empowered? Do they feel like they've been stripped away in a sense? Because, you know, we're getting stripped away slowly but surely, but also we're standing up at the same time. So it's one of those, you
I feel
know.
like I feel like black people have to remember this. We are the blueprint.
Mhm.
Everybody has been mutated after our DNA. So
Mhm.
everybody, at the end of the day, you can say everybody's black, but not everybody white, or not everybody Asian, but everybody's black because everybody got
Mhm.
the DNA. So I don't want to. I don't think that we're getting quote unquote wiped out, or like quote unquote like weakened as a group, because we're still the majority in the world. If we really want to think about it, it's just how the populations are placed. It might look like we're not, but
Mhm.
overall we still the big dogs. Um, and
You hear that,
so
everyone? She said it.
uh-huh,
She did biology.
uh-huh,
We are the blueprint.
yes,
Go
precisely,
ahead.
precisely. If you don't believe me, look it up.
For
So
real.
mm, I feel like no, I don't think we're gonna get wiped out, because that's where you got the whole situation of, like, I don't know if you ever saw that study with the twins, and there was one light twin and one dark twin, and they came from the same mom and same daddy. But that's how genes work. You
Mm.
can have genes that skip generations, and then you got a dark skinned baby out of a light skinned family. And everyone's like, how did that happen? It's because we're all black. Duh. It's like it's not rocket science.
Right.
But yeah, so love who you love, be who you want to be with. Just make sure they care for you, they love you, and they take care of you, and they actually for you, and not for
Yeah,
what you got or what you look like.
that part.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. So, um, what are some ways you feel like we can better protect the future generations? Specifically, like Black kids with all the,
Mm-hmm.
tragedies that are going on today, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe that you've experienced being a Black woman. Like, what do you think there's that we can do to better protect them coming up?
Yeah. Um, I feel like being present and keeping it real is important. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like because my mother did her best with raising us. Um, but she kept some stuff from us, and I had to learn down the line that what's what is really what's what, and this little fairy tale thing that I thought was is never, it ain't really happening. Life is
Mm-hmm.
real. So I think being honest with your kids, like, I don't believe there's a time where a kid's gonna it's the right time for them to know the truth. Tell them the truth now. Like, let them know what's really
Mm-hmm.
going on now. Like, let them know that they're a black kid, especially their boys. Let them know that they're a black boy in America, and this is how people view them, and this is how
Mm-hmm.
you should be, like how you should act and how you should feel, because they're gonna tell you one thing. They're gonna tell you all these lies about how you should not love yourself, and how you're bad, you're negative, like all these bad things about you. You have to constantly remind that kid the truth of who they are. That's like literally the only thing that's gonna keep them going. Because if I didn't have um my mother, she is, even though she protected me a lot, she still like tried to ensure that I had some type of a good mindset about myself, or a good self-esteem about myself as a black kid. um you have to like make sure they feel good about themselves growing up, because all we are just adults that are still dealing with our childhood issues, honestly. So it's like you don't want your kid to be dealing with self-esteem issues that could have been implemented into their lives early on, so that they don't have to deal with this issue when they're an adult.
Right.
um I feel like also encouraging, like, okay, just because you're black does not mean you're gonna like a certain thing, or you're gonna be good at a certain thing. I hate when people bunch black people into a monolith, as if all black people do this, all black people do that. That is not true. So it's
Right.
like, be open to experiencing life. Like, yes, you are a black child, but you are also human.
Mm-hmm.
And as a human, you are allowed to experience life the way that you want to. So it's like, Um, allow them to be their own selves too. Like, don't be so on them that they can't even be who they are. They can't even like learn how to express who they are.
Right.
Um, I feel like for me, my parents definitely let me express who I was. They weren't um too. Now they were strict. Like I couldn't do certain stuff, but obviously there's stuff I couldn't do because it wasn't time for me to do that stuff. Um uh but overall, the fact, like, they put me into dance classes, they gave me a flute. Like normally kids will be like, oh, like that's lame, or that's
Mm-hmm.
white, or whatever. Who cares? Like, just, you don't have to get the acceptance of the whole black community to be black. Like, if you know you black, then you black. You don't
Right.
have to, like, that's another thing. If you feel like you gotta if you feel like you gotta vouch for yourself every time, maybe you need to think about how white passing, or however passing you are, and think about what
Mm-hmm.
privileges you might have. but
Yes, ma'am.
but yeah, like, at the end of the day, even me, I am not the judge of your blackness. Okay, it's like, even me, it's like, understand where you are, but understand who you are too, and you are also forever changing. That's one thing I'm
Mm-hmm.
learning. I've accepted that I don't know 100% who I am, because I'm always changing. Just accept where you are, accept where your kids are too. Um, and just feed them positivity. I think we get so much negativity thrown at us on
Yeah.
a daily basis, and it's like, it's refreshing to know that you can do it. It's refreshing to know that your mama loves you. It's refreshing to know that no matter what you do, you are still loved, you're still welcome. Like,
Yeah.
those are the things that you, when you grow up, you really look back on and you be like, dang, like, that's real love.
Mm-hmm.
Always, at the end of the day, do everything out of love. If it's not out of love, you probably shouldn't be doing it, especially with kids. Like, kids catch on to that so quick. They know what love is, whether they
Mm-hmm.
can spell or not, whether they can talk or not. They know what it feels like.
Yeah.
So yeah, support your kids, love them, but also give them space to grow, and be a good role model. Like, don't be saying one thing and to be doing the other. Like, I used to
Mm-hmm.
hate when my parents be like, do
Girl,
as I say, not as I do. What does that mean?
like you, if you gotta say that, then you already on the wrong step. Hold
Like,
on.
literally, what are we really doing here?
Right. Oh my
So
goodness.
yeah, man, because we be catching on to that. Y'all, they be acting like they wasn't kids. Like,
Right. Right.
so all in all, that's about it.
Okay, Cindy. Well, thank you. I mean, honestly, that kind of closed up the episode perfectly. Because I was gonna ask if there's anything that you want to say, but that's it. Like making
Yeah.
sure that we are being honest with our children, like they feel it whether we say it or not,
Mhm.
and then also being present,
Mhm.
allowing space to grow, not even just for kids, but for ourselves, because
Mhm.
we deserve that too, and
Yeah.
it's very powerful to be able to be present with oneself. So
Yeah.
um I appreciate you. Is there anything else that you want to say and put out there? All the Instagram handles I'll put into your description for the episode, but any last words in closing out today?
Um. Well, thank you so much for having me. This was fun. I had a
Of
great
course.
time.
Me too.
Yes. And yeah. Uh. Everybody follow me. Instagram baby tooks underscore. I teach pole classes.
Mhm.
There's no age requirement. There's no weight requirement. Men, women, them, they, theirs, they're all welcome. There's indoor and outdoor classes available. You can find that in my DMs and or my link in my bio. That's
Mhm.
it. That's all.
All right, Queen. Well, thank you for taking the time to speak with me, and also just putting your story out there and your and your perspective. It's going to be very helpful for those who are listening and those to come. So I really do appreciate you taking the time, love.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, you have a blessed and wonderful day, and we will be talking soon. I promise you.
All right. Sounds good. You too.
Thank you. All
All
right.
right. Bye.
Bye.